From the RS6 Avent to the generational A4, Audi has shown that it knows how to build cars that turn heads for the right reasons. But not every Audi lives up to the hype. While the best models deliver efficiency and satisfaction, some can be major disappointments. Stick around as we dive into the 5 best Audis to own and the 5 you should definitely avoid. Going from the best Audis to own to the worst, let's start off with an all-time classic and one of the hallmarks of the brand. Number 5, Audi A4. This isn't the flashiest Audi and it's not the most expensive, but up there with the most consistent, comfortable, and reliable option you'll find around. Launched in 2016 and refreshed in 2019, it delivers consistent comfort, impressive reliability, and a premium feel without overreaching. Under the hood, the 2.0 TFSI engine with up to 248 horsepower blends power and fuel efficiency, while Quattro all-wheel drive ensures all-weather capability. The B9A4 offers serious luxury and performance value, especially when compared to its main rivals like the BMW 3 Series and Mercedes-Benz C-Class. If you're after a refined daily driver that delivers quietly and confidently, the B9A4 is a hard one to beat. Hey, if you're enjoying this channel focused on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way. If the A4 isn't really your speed though, then let's check out this one. Number 4, Audi Q5. Let's talk about the second-gen Audi Q5. It's not the flashy magazine cover kind of Audi, it's the dependable daily warrior. What makes it a winner is balance, comfort, performance, practicality, and just the right amount of tech. The 2.0 TFSI engine, smooth, efficient, and finely dialed in, none of that experimental headache. And paired with Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive, the Q5 gives you confident grip in any weather. Inside, you'll find classic Audi elegance, clean lines, great materials, intuitive tech, and that sharp virtual cockpit. It's no surprise that the Q5 has quietly become one of Audi's best daily drivers. Let's keep the wheels turning and check out the top 3 Audi cars we recommend for any customer. Number 3, Audi S3. The Audi S38V is your ticket into Audi's performance club without needing a trust fund. Launched in 2013 and running well into the 2020s, it shares VW Group's MQB platform. Just don't dismiss it as a fancy Golf. Under the hood sits a 2-liter Turbo 4 making up 306 horsepower, paired with a snappy S-tronic dual clutch and Quattro all-wheel drive. So whether you're carving up back roads or crawling through traffic, it handles both like a pro. The chassis feels solid, the grip is serious, and the balance is spot on. Inside, you get Audi's signature high-end treatment, plush materials, sleek layout, and an intuitive digital display. You can get all these and more for fairly reasonable prices if you hit the second-hand market. Number 2, Audi Q7. If you want a luxury SUV that does everything without fuss, the Audi Q7's a top pick. The second-gen model from 2015 fixed all the awkward bits of the original. With 3 rows of seating, a refined cabin, and Audi's polished tech like the virtual cockpit and MMI system, it's a family hauler that doesn't feel clunky. Depending on where you live, you'll find efficient 2.0 TFSI models, punchy 3-liter V6s, or even torquey TDI if you're lucky. If you want to cruise in comfort while flexing a bit of Audi class, the Q7 delivers on every front. It's practical, premium, and packed with confidence. This is the SUV for people who need space but refuse to settle for boring. And to conclude our list of highly recommended Audi cars, we have the number 1 Audi RS6 Avent, the C8 generation. The Audi RS6 Avent C8 is the undisputed king of the Audi lineup and honestly one of the best cars money can buy. Underneath its aggressive wagon silhouette lives a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing out 591 horsepower, launching this beast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3.5 seconds. Inside, it's all high-end comfort. Alcantara, carbon fiber, digital displays, and seats that grip like race gear but keep you relaxed on long trips. And despite its muscle, the RS6 Avent stays totally usable with real trunk space and family-friendly comfort. Fast, refined, and built to dominate, this isn't just an Audi, it's the Audi. Now you've seen the best, we're about to dive into the 5 worst Audis on the market, so you might want to delete these cars from your list. First, we have the number 5 Audi A6 C6. The C6 generation Audi A6 from 2004 to 2011 looked like it had everything. Sleek styling, a posh interior, and serious executive vibes. But beneath the surface, it's a mechanical money pit, especially if you ended up with a 3.2 FSI V6 or early 4.2 V8, both infamous for timing chain tensioner failures that can wreck the engine. Add to that excessive oil consumption, Think a liter every 1,000 kilometers and intake valve carbon buildup from direct injection. Also, the MMI infotainment system, once futuristic, now malfunctions, while suspension parts and trim pieces love to wear out fast. After 100,000 kilometers, everything tends to go downhill. Repairs are expensive, parts are elusive, and owning one quickly feels like funding a second mortgage. Sure, it's stylish, but the A6 C6 is a headache dressed in a business suit. Number 4, Audi Q7 V12 TDI. On paper, the Audi Q7 V12 TDI is an absolute monster. Just imagine 6 liters of twin turbocharged diesel V12 muscle pumping out 500 horsepower and a staggering 1,000 nanometers of torque. Audi basically took Le Mans tech, shoved it into a family SUV, and told the world good luck. The engine is absurdly complex, with even basic maintenance requiring half the car to come apart. Parts are rare and ridiculously expensive, from thousands for injectors to 5 figures for turbos. And don't expect diesel-level efficiency either. This thing drinks fuel like a V8 when pushed. Reliability spotty at best. Every check engine light feels like a threat. So while the Q7 V12 TDI is a legendary engineering flex, it's also a wallet-destroying, stress-inducing unicorn best left to collectors with deep pockets and a high tolerance for chaos. The same can be said about this next ride. Number 3, Audi AllRoad C5. When it first hit the market, the Audi AllRoad C5 looked like a genius idea, taking an A6 Avant and beefing it up with off-road gear, quattro all-wheel drive, and air suspension for the ultimate go-anywhere luxury wagon. But in reality, it was an over-engineered headache. The air suspension constantly failed, leaving the car sagging like a busted tent. The 2.7-liter bi-turbo V6 was fast, but notorious for turbo issues, vacuum leaks, and brutal maintenance costs, especially that dreaded timing belt job, which basically requires dismantling the front end. Add in aging electronics, flaky sensors, and cheap interior bits that fell apart way too soon, and you got a vehicle that's more trouble than it's worth. Sure, it had potential and looked the part, but the long-term ownership turned out to be a masterclass in mechanical misery. Number 2, Audi A8D3. Ah yes, the Audi A8D3, the luxury sedan that wanted to dethrone the S-Class but ended up haunting owners' bank accounts instead. On the surface, it had it all. Sleek design, a high-tech cabin, and that oh-so-fancy MMI system. But dig deeper and you'll find a ticking time bomb of electronic nightmares. Its over-engineered network of ECUs means that one glitch can spiral into a diagnostic black hole. Then there's the air suspension. Floaty in theory, leaky and expensive in practice. And don't forget that fancy aluminum space frame. If you're thinking of buying one, make sure you have enough deep pockets, a lot of patience, and maybe another car when this one decides it's had enough. Our list of Audi cars to avoid would be incomplete without mentioning this last ride. Number 1, Audi TT MK1 3.2 DSG. The Audi TT MK1 3.2 DSG looked like a winner on paper. Curvy design, 250 horsepower from a naturally aspirated VR6, and Audi's then revolutionary DSG dual-clutch gearbox. It had the makings of a modern classic, but in reality it delivered more stress than excitement, thanks to the DSG transmission known for jerky shifts, unreliable performance, and costly mechatronic failures. The fancy magnetic ride suspension didn't age well either, becoming either rock solid or wildly floaty. And let's not forget the instrument cluster. Pixel issues, flickering lights, and failing gauges turned the cabin into a roulette of electrical gremlins. The TT's limp mode was also a frequent embarrassing visitor. Yeah, it sounds great and still turns heads, but living with one is another story. If you're set on an MK1 TT 3.2, do yourself a favor and skip the DSG version. That's all for this list of the 5 best Audis to own and the 5 to avoid. Which other models do you think should make our list? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this channel focused on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way.